Hey folks, hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, and keeping themselves busy. So I have a couple of projects here on the bench that I wanted to share with you guys. I know everybody's, again, kind of bored. You're probably running out of stuff to watch on Netflix, probably running out of different things to eat in the fridge and in the pantry. So I figured I'd share a couple of quick projects that we have here on the bench with you. And yeah, let's just get right into that. Man, this thing is pretty sweet. This is the M&P 9C, the compact version in FDE. And look, just look at this thing. This is a freaking beautiful gun. I've always been a fan of the M&Ps, but especially the 2.0s. And this is the first time that we've had a client that ordered this FDE and the 9C. So the more compact version. Man, I love this gun. This is definitely going on Gary's to buy list without a doubt. So this is a great gun. This comes with a really good stippling. It's aggressive. It's not overly abrasive. It's really just perfect. Now this gun comes with 2 magazines. And it also is completely modular when it comes to the different sizes of back straps. So you got at least a small, medium, and large. There's actually comes with 4, including the one that's installed. So, but it's just a really good gun, and this FDE is just perfect. I mean, it looks really good. See this compared to the full size. This holds. We have a 15 round magazine versus a 17 round magazine. Now, the only thing that I don't like about the M&P series is the trigger. I will say that, again, it has. I hate this trigger. It's a terrible trigger. It's hinged there in the middle. This trigger overall is not very good. I'll tell you, there's a ton of take up. A terrible reset. So that is the one flaw, I think, when it comes to the M&Ps. The sights are okay. They're not great either. But what I will tell you is that every M&P that I have, number one, I'm going to replace it with the Apex trigger and Dawson precision sights, which I put Dawson precision sights on all my guns. You can see this M&P 9C versus the Glock 19. Very similar. I know this is probably a terrible camera angle. Very similar in dimensions there. I definitely like, Glocks are great guns, right? Glocks are amazing guns. When it comes down to it, they're kind of the Kalashnikov of striker fire pistols. They work. They're utilitarian. I'll tell you, the ergonomics for me on the M&P series is much better. It fits in my hand much better than this blocky type of grip. It just feels bigger, and it doesn't feel like you have as good a grip because it is so blocky and so wide. Whereas this, definitely just the ergonomics of it to me fit much better. And when you're running that gun hard, it really does stay in your hand. It doesn't move around as much, again, for me. But both are great guns. Nothing wrong with either one of them. I will say right now that Glock, especially the Gen 5s, Gen 4s and Gen 5s, their stock trigger is one of the best triggers that you can find stock in a gun, right? So, they just run really great. They have good reset, very little creep, very little take up for the most part. They're probably the best stock triggers on a striker fire gun that I found. Sights, I think the Glock's sights are some of the worst, but I replace all my sights with the Dawson Precision that have a blacked out rear, red dot front. What we will be doing to this is actually installing this Apex Specialties. I like the flat triggers. I put flat triggers in all my guns and all my rifles, but this is a great FDE that's going to fit, going to match that really well. And then on one of his magazines, we are going to do the Hyve +5 extension. That is also FDE. It matches that almost perfectly. So it looks really good. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to take this gun apart. We're going to install this. And we're also going to install this Dawson Precision Sight Kit that goes for this. So stay tuned and we'll get into this. There's that. Now what we need to do is we're going to replace the safety plunger. This This is the Apex safety plunger, so we're going to replace the stock safety plunger out of there, as well as the spring. The first thing that we have to do is actually remove that rear sight. All right, so this right here is what we're going to be replacing. You can see that's the little plate that holds the spring and plunger. So there's the stock spring, and here is the stock plunger. Now this safety plunger and that spring actually contributes to a lot of take up, as well as how hard you have to pull that trigger to engage the sear, because this is providing a lot of resistance. Our sights look great. Everything looks pretty good. But yeah, that is a much smoother pull, a lot less travel, almost no over travel. I mean, it is very little, and just a nice, clear, tactile, and audible reset, which you definitely don't get on the standard M&P. But we're not done. We got one other thing that we got to do. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's take a look at this. That came out looking great. All right, let's do final assembly on this and get this thing done. And there we are. Look at it. Would you look at that? Got a beautiful logo. Look at that. That looks super nice. This beautiful magazine. Tell you what, that look at those sights. You have no idea how hard this is to line this up. There we go. Sort of. All right. Look at that trigger. Oh, it's so much smoother. I mean, that is just so much smoother. Look at that reset. Tactile, audible. What a great gun. All right, boys and girls. I hope we were able to entertain you for a couple of minutes of your quarantine purgatory. So until next time, stay armed, stay ready, and we'll see you soon.